Thea's $50,000 decision could cost you $340,000.
And 9 out of 10 people choose the wrong one. I'm going to show you the math nobody explains. Meet Sarah. She has $50,000 in student loans at 6% interest. She hates debt, so she attacks it aggressively. Every spare dollar goes to pay off. Now meet Mike. Same $50,000 in loans, same 6% rate, but Mike does something different. He invests instead, making only minimum payments. Same debt, same income, same starting point. 10 years later, one of them has $180,000 more than the other. Which one do you think won? Most people guess wrong. Let's do the actual math. Sarah's path first. She puts $500 extra towards her loan every month. At 6% interest, her loan disappears in 6 years. Total interest paid about $9,400. Not bad. She's debt-free by year 6. Then she starts investing the same $500 a month for the remaining 4 years. At 10% average return, that grows to about $29,000. So 10 years later, Sarah has roughly $29,000 in investments. Zero debt. Total interest cost $9,400. That's Sarah's outcome. Solid, safe, predictable. Now, let's look at Mike. Mike never rushes the debt. He pays the minimum, about $550 a month for a full 10 years. Total interest paid on the loan, about $16,000. Almost double what Sarah paid. Ouch. But here, where it flips. Instead of Sarah's extra $500, Mike invests that $500 every single month for the full 10 years, not just 4. At a 10% average annual return, compounding for a full decade, that $500 a month becomes about $103,000. Let that sink in. Mike paid $16,000 in interest, almost twice Sarah's interest cost. But his investments are worth $103,000 compared to Sarah's $29,000. That's a $74,000 difference, even after paying extra interest. So who actually won? Mathematically, Mike did, by a landslide. This is why financial experts almost always say, if your investment's return beats your interest rate, invest instead of prepaying debt. But, and this matters, the math only works if you actually stick with it. 10 years of discipline, no panic selling, no skip months. That's a lot harder than it sounds. Which brings us to the real risk. It's not the math. It's you. Stock market doesn't return a smooth 10% every year. Some years it's up 25%. Some years it's down 20%. If Mike panics during a crash and sells everything, that entire math falls apart. Debt payoff has no risk. A 6% interest rate never suddenly becomes 20%. It's guaranteed. Boring, but guaranteed. So here's the real question. Are you Sarah? Or are you Mike? Do you sleep better with a zero debt? Or can you stomach watch your net worth swing by tens of thousands of dollars in a single month? There is no wrong answer here, only the wrong answer for you. And there is actually a third option most people never consider. It's called the hybrid approach, and it might be the smartest move of all. Here is how it works. First, pay off any debt above 7-8 interest. Credit cards, personal loans, those rates are almost never beaten by safe investments. Kill that debt first, no debate. Second, always grab an employer 401k match. That's free money, an instant 50 to 100% return. Nothing beats that, not even Mike's 10% average. Third, for debt under 6-7%, like Sarah and Mike's loans, split the difference. Put half toward extra payments, half toward investing. You get faster payout than Mike, and more growth than Sarah. And this is the real win. You sleep better than either of them. Because the biggest risk in personal finance isn't choosing the wrong math. It's choosing a plan you can't actually stick to. So back to our original question. Who won, Sarah or Mike? On paper, Mike's $103,000 crushes Sarah's $29,000. But Sarah never lost a night of sleep. Mike checked his portfolio every single day for 10 straight years. The math says Mike won. The math doesn't measure stress. It doesn't measure sleep. It doesn't measure your marriage, your anxiety, or whether you would actually hold on during a crash. That's the part no spreadsheet can calculate. So before you choose, ask yourself one real question. Can I actually live with volatility for 10 years straight? If yes, invest. If no, pay off debt first. There is no shame in choosing peace of mind over maximum returns. Just make the choice on purpose, not by accident. Which one are you? Tell me below.